So here we are, in 2019, in a time where we must admit that it isn't exactly a great wind of God that's blowing across the churches in this part of the world in these days. So we can basically do a number of things. We can either resign ourselves to it and say, well, this is the day in which we live, and we'll do nothing. Just kind of hope that things will turn around at some point. Or we can get pragmatic and say, well, the Lord's not working, we'll make something happen anyway. So we use all the technology or use all the things that we can to manipulate people and get them into decisions and get them to walk aisles and get them to sign cards and get them to sign up for this, that, and the other. And then we'll tell them, look, you've nodded your head a few times and you seem to agree with everything I said and you're a Christian. Or we can pray. And pray. And pray. And pray. And pray. And keep praying. You think of the church, Tyre and Jerusalem. I mean, they're ready to go. They're just ready, itching to go. And the Lord said, just wait. And so they wait. They gather in the upper room and they pray. And they pray. And they pray for days. Keep praying. Seeking God. Because I think they heard what the Lord said. The way we all should. Tarry until ye be endued with power from on high. There's certain things implied there. Number one, the need to wait, of course. Number two, that the waiting will come to an end at some point. And three, you will know that point when, not when you're fed up, or not when you determine that I've prayed enough, but until you have evidence that the Spirit of God has come. So that's what they did. They tarried until they were endued with power from on high. They tarried until the Holy Spirit came upon them and the power of the highest overshadowed them. They had no other plan. And if they had sought to conjure one up, they would have failed miserably. So I say to you, beloved, here in Faith Free, of all the things we need to do, and there are many things to do, we need to tarry. We all need to be tarrying. That was certainly the impression that was left upon me in study this week.